All right. Hey, to the boys in the office fans out there, we got another episode tonight. And, it's been hit and miss, but we've been hitting. So tonight's the night we going to hit. So once again, I'm Dr. Ferdinand, and I got my comrade, Dr. Jimson Smith. So we're going to do this Boys in the Office episode, bring out some topics that's been popping up that we feel like we need to give our 2 cents on. So, of course, I mean, where else would we start but this Antonio Brown situation, which has been a hot mess. I mean, it's sort of like sports is a microcosm. Like, it doesn't really involve everything. I mean, what is sports? But obviously this situation has permeated into other facets of life, and basically is permeated into the question of boss and employee relationship. I mean, what it's like what exactly is that relationship when your employee doesn't want to work and you say, hey, I'm going to pay you to work, but the employee's like, nah, it's too hot in here. I can't work in these conditions. It's too damn hot. I can't work. Yeah, I know the thermostat on 70. It's still too hot.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want the thermostat to be at 65. It's always been at 65. And that's the only time I can work, if the thermostat is at 65. And but the boss is like, well, I mean, 70 is a pretty good atmosphere, and everybody else is enjoying this 7-degree temperature in this facility. And does it really matter if we're going to pay you $30 million if you just show up to work? I mean, is that really big of a deal? Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
And Brenda.
Okay.
Brenda next to me smell like balls. But I random stuff. That just, you're like, what? You're like, yeah, I can't stand working next to Brenda with them balls. I like just random.
Random. Just think of anything. But the whole deal is what nobody can figure out, and what separates this from reality is basically anybody who's worked for somebody, and that job says, no matter what you do, you can mess up all you want. You can come in late. You can come in whenever you feel like it, but just show up, and do what you do, and we're going to pay you. We're going to give you everything you want and some.
Mm-hmm.
We just want you to do what you always been doing. Do what you love to do, and we're going to pay you $30 million. And if you stay for 3 years and do it, we'll pay you close to 60. So, I mean, what is the hang up?
Yeah.
My feet hurt.
Right.
I can't. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, you come up in here talking about all that stuff, and you ain't listening to me. You ain't even talking to me like a man.
Yeah.
I just said, we'll pay you $60 million. I mean, how else you want me to tell you?
You ain't listening.
You ain't listening. That's why you a cracker. You a cracker. I wonder what I would love to see everybody's face that was within hearing range when he bust out that in front of you. Call your boss a cracker in front of like umpteen people, other employees, and you still had a job. You still had a job after that. You still had a job.
Yep. I don't know how. Right? No.
But the whole situation is whether, at the end of the day, was it a setup? Was it a setup? Was Antonio Brown playing chess while everybody else was playing checkers and said, yeah, Raiders, I really didn't want to play with y'all. I really wanted to play with, I talked to Belichick, and they got, they Super Bowl winners. I want a ring. So I really want to go play for them, but I got to find my way out of this situation right here. And I'm just thinking, what I got to do to get out. But of course, in anytime you try to fight the power is going to fight back. And when the power fights back, is going to fight back very dirty.
Yeah.
And long this time, I mean, it looks like he was going to get away with it scot-free.
Yeah.
He got released from Oakland, and the Patriots picked him up.
Sure.
Was going to be playing this week.
Yeah.
Boom. He gets a charge, or he has an accusation of a young lady that said he raped her back in 2017, 2018. And oh my God. I mean,
right on my back.
Yeah. I mean, but see, you hate to go into these discussions because it's so controversial.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you don't want to victim shame.
Okay.
You don't want to, but at the same time, you don't want to be like, want somebody to be accused of something they didn't do. And, I'm just going by what was said, what's in the paper. And this seems, I mean, the culture of celebrity, the culture of football, whatever, they deal with a lot of women, lot of women, and women know they deal with a lot of women.
Yeah.
Your friend or your cousin or whatever, your friend cousin goes to these places, All-Star weekend, Super Bowl weekend, for what purpose? Not to watch football. She never watched football. But she know
that is not far related, right?
Right. But she know a whole bunch of billionaires are gonna be in this one place at one time, and they gonna be looking for a good time or companionship or some kind of way. It's a culture, it's a niche and whatever that these people involved in that people want to be a part of. And you can't, I'm not saying that's what happened, but you cannot ignore that fact. So
we still recover from that Leela Rashad.
Yeah. I was put in Facebook jail for defending Leela Rashad. I don't know. I mean, I actually I was supporting the black women, and I'm be quiet on that. We moved on. We passed that by. We got that straightened out. But it's looking at what happened, what she said, what happened. I find it very hard to believe that there was actually a sexual misconduct in that case. From what I read, I might be wrong. I understand that. I don't have all the facts. I don't know these people. But what she said from her was quoted from her, it doesn't sound legitimate to me.
I got a question. So if that's like your second cousin, and that's your cousin, the girl from LSU, but it's just like your second cousin, but y'all not really like that tight, but she invited you to the wedding that's about to happen like this weekend.
That's another point. Bring that point forward. Bring that point forward, Dr. Smith.
Are you coming at her at the wedding like, hey, girl, hey, this about before the wedding happened, y'all have some little gathering. Maybe she didn't invite you to the bachelorette party. You're some other little pre-wedding gathering. You get her by herself and say, hey, girl, so what happened? Keep it real with me. I know you doing the trainer thing, and I know you like to turn up at times. Keep it real, girl. Come on. I just want to be a fly on the wall if I'm at that wedding to see, how many people are just kind of Yeah, who are like this, like, yeah, you right, girl, you right, he did wrong. And how many are kind of just like on the fence, like, yeah, but you know you like to kick it. And then the question I had, like, for all of the groomsmen, like, how they really playing it? Like, you know, you like, damn, you was with Antonio Brown like that, and
It's a lot of awkward moments because the big elephant in the room is, why are you doing this before you get married? Why are we coming out like it's okay? I mean, are you trying to pay for the wedding, or and you only asked for $75,000. 75. This guy's a millionaire, and you want $75,000. Like, you could like be like, hey, Antonio, you remember that time? We had that look. It was a little, it was a little bit uncomfortable at that time.
Yeah.
And
I had to use it, bro.
I have a wedding coming up, and I'm kind of strapped for cash. But I was thinking, with our friendship and our experience together, that you would, give me $75,000 so I can have my wedding. I'll consider it as a wedding gift.
All low key. Boom.
Boom. Done. I mean, the guy was about to get fined $200,000 from the Raiders. So 75,000, he's like, hey, maybe, well, he didn't want to pay that either. Obviously, he didn't want to pay that. So I just see, what I see? I see when this kind of like, breaks down to where they have to give depositions. I predict a Donald Sterling deposition from Antonio Brown. I'm coming in there like Donald Sterling. I mean, she sucked this and she sucked that, and she was sucking the lollipop. Then she got on me, and then she sucked my ear. I mean, she was sucking everything in there. Damn. I'm going in there like Donald Sterling.
About your handwriting, right?
But we just wanted to know how much weight was on the bar.
Right.
He was training you in the training room. That's all we wanted to know. But she sucked. She did all this sucking. Y'all just want to know this. Y'all want to know about the sucking. Donald Sterling. I've learned a lot from Donald Sterling. In that 6-7 part series on that 30 for 30 podcast, I learned so much.
Yeah.
And it's helped me to grow as a person, to understand these certain things. When you're in a deposition, just go in there and say, suck. Suck, 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 suck. The answer is suck, no matter what. What's your birthday? Suck. Where you live? Suck. Drive. Suck, drive. Suck, drive. Suck. Washington 70044. Suck.
That's
that's it. Nobody won't hear nothing else after that. Yeah. We're gonna cut this short.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just we're just gonna settle. Like, but at the same time, she's getting like, can somebody please get the groom on an interview? I want to know what he thinks. Was this something that was talked about, or was it something that she just like, oh, that's Antonio Brown, he won't act a fool, I'm gonna show him a fool. I'm gonna show him a fool. I could be a fool too.
Right. I think he got to just back her, even if it's kind of fishy. And even if it's like they had a bachelor party like right before the wedding, and everybody just in the club just chilling, and get some drinks in your system, like, right, the club. Hey man, like, for real, tell, like, what's up? He still gotta like hold that line, like, no matter what, he gotta drink some waters, he gotta stay focused. He can't got to toe that line. He got to just be with her on this one. He can't be like, man, all the time she up there talking about she going to go train him. And I was like, man, I wasn't feeling that. And she still kept going. Because he got a gym house. Like, he got at his house. So she got to go over there. Man, I told her, man.
Who trains at 2 o'clock in the morning? Right. Who trains at 2 o'clock? But you know, that's my baby. I love her. You know what I'm saying? I messed up too. So, you know, I ain't think nothing of it. And I was wondering, where all this white stuff come over on her yoga pants? What's all this white stuff on her yoga pants? I mean, she looked like it bothered her, but it was like this white residue.
His man like, hey, call Black Orchid, come on over. Come on. Five. And in the VIP room, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I never knew how to use powder.
Right.
Powder. I never saw powder in the bathroom when I don't know where that white residue comes from, but I don't know. It was after maybe they sweat white stuff.
Yeah.
It's sweat, salt. But it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. It's a lot of doubtful things.
Yeah.
But I also want to say is, if somebody gets in trouble for raping somebody, that's what it is. People get in trouble if they rape somebody. Mm. But people should get in trouble if they lie and said somebody raped them. Mm-hmm. That's fair. You can't be saying somebody raped you when you consensually did sex with them. You know.
And got that one for the Falcons, the one he just got that job with the Falcons, and that white girl lied on him, and he had to spend all that time in prison. Yeah, he got to move it now, though. But I mean, it ain't the same. The time behind that lie.
Yeah. So. I mean, it can ruin somebody. People will lose years.
Yes.
You know, and that guy, Amanda Seals. Yes, I haven't forgotten. She said about that dude. You know, walking up to the door butt naked. The dude is a neurosurgery resident. It is like, oh, did he do that to you? No, this is what I heard from a source who was dating him. She said that he was extremely inappropriate, and I didn't see anything. I didn't see any pictures or nothing like that. But I think, you know, he needs to be reprimanded, and people need to know that I suspect that he came to the door butt naked against a girl that I barely know.
Now, we are not saying this is the exact science. I mean, it's a whole lot of barriers, you know, with women out there that want to report rape is real. We get that. But we also, you know, there are some asterisks, and we just point out the asterisks as well.
We advocates of the truth. We advocates of truth. Let the truth come out and be shown. Yeah.
Hello.
Truth.
Hello.
Truth.
Hello.
Tell the truth. Shame the devil. That's where we at.
Hello.
All right. So, all right, let's move on to the next topic. There's enough time. Antonio Brown. We'll keep y'all up to date on our critiques of the whole situation. So we're going to move on to there was an interesting article, and I think Jemele Hill. Did Jemele Hill write it, or she just brought it to light?
I think she wrote it.
She wrote it, yeah. She wrote an article stating or advocating for black male athletes to start going to HBCUs. And I agree. That was a great article, and that needs to be done. I think it would be a great thing for black athletes to start going to HBCUs. Will it happen? Probably not. But, you know, everything starts with a movement. Everything starts. If one player does it, that's big time, and they're like, hey, he did it. Why not? I can do it too.
Mm.
You know, it's but you know, I think it's constant. I agree. I'll say I agree, but in a way, I think Jamel is being a little bit irresponsible.
Mm.
You know, and that's just because Jamel. Where did Jamel go to school? Did she go to HBCU?
No, Michigan State.
Okay, so she's just kind of you know, she really not speaking from experience. It's just kind of like where am I? And I'm pretty sure any black person, you know, just because you go to predominantly white institute or state institute, don't mean that you never had contact with the HBCU. A lot of people go to the predominantly white and they come home on the weekends to go to homecoming at Howard, you know, Southern, Grambling, North Carolina, A&T, you know, they get those experiences and that's it. But, you know, even though you do that, you don't know the whole experience of an HBCU. And I'm not talking down on HBCU, but when you talk about people who are trying to achieve something in their life, there's no real pipeline for HBCUs to the NFL. You may be a little small trickle, you know, from the HBCUs to the NFL, but it's not like with, you know, the Power 5 or D1 schools out there. Is not that type of pipeline. And this is just relationships that they form between the NCAA, these Power 5, you know, one coach, as soon as you coach at someplace like Maryland, 2 years from there, you can be coaching on New York Giants or the New York Jets. You know, it's like that good old boy network. And if you have somebody who actually talented and their dream is to go to the NFL, you just can't be like, well, go to HBCU, support the HBCU, and if you're really good, then you get to the NFL.
Yeah.
Sometimes talent ain't gonna reach that far. You know,
Yeah.
It's all about the people you know, the network, and how it's all set up. They can get you to where you want to get to. And not to say, you know, talent isn't a factor. Of course, you know, they'll go get somebody from a freaking garbage can if he like 6'8", 350 pounds. And can throw a boulder over a damn fence.
Yeah.
You know, but you know,
Dennis Rodman on that one. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that too. But I mean, you know, anomalies come like, you know, once in a blue moon. You know, not everybody's an anomaly. Some people may be close, but everybody's not an anomaly. So I agree with her, but it's actually kind of a little bit irresponsible for put that out there because it's just a little bit separated from reality.
Yeah.
NFL is a brand. You know, they built this brand for a long time and they built it to where they make all this money from TV deals and stadiums and all that. It's a good old boy network, and you just if you go that direction, you just got to be like, well, you know, I may not be making a lot of money doing this.
Yeah. I want to disagree with Jamel on this one. I don't know, this is wrong, get it. But my thing is I want to know I want Stephen A. Smith, is he going to BET? Is Jamel going to BET? Like, all these blacks, are they moving on to TV? What it be?
They'll accept the invite to BET in a minute, but whether they gonna change jobs.
I'm saying is all the resources that that they are getting at ESPN are those also at BET. I think that same scenario would happen on HBCU. I get it. You know, you the player, you know, use you. This what they want. You the tool that they need to. But that good old boy network not gonna lose. You know, that's a reason why that endowment's so high. You know, they get money. That produces facilities. That's where you don't get in no Grambling. My bad, Grambling. No situation of muscle milk. You know, my bad.
Man, they try and get past that, man. You know, muscle milk was like 10 years ago.
My bad.
You know, bringing it back up. They don't want to relive that.
I would just say
they plant-based now. They plant-based protein.
Like back in the day when them players were coming, like out the HBCU, going to the NFL, that was their only option because of that, like segregation. But now, all this big money going there. I mean, the chance, all the different things that they can to get them to that next step to get to the NFL. I just don't know if that HBCU, like even with like a little bump in resources, can provide that. I mean, even though FAMU and Florida State across the street, I mean, to get like the money that you need to really get your program up to a Florida State program, if you are a real legit prospect trying to go to the NFL, I just don't know if FAMU gonna be the spot for you to get. I mean, you got some diamonds in the rough, but I mean, to be putting out prospects like Alabama, that Florida and them get to that point, I don't know. I get it, but I just don't know in reality if that's really like real. So yeah.
I mean, in a perfect world, everybody would play fair. Everybody would be like, oh, you go HBCU, fine. We can divvy up the resources, give y'all a fighting chance, and see how y'all really actually do against, our big Power 5 team.
Right.
And no, nobody plays fair. Nobody cares about fairness. What was that? What was that? Dang it. I forget. I hate when I forget stuff, but it was a situation where I watched the Carter. Remember the season there, the 30 for 30 Carter.
Oh yeah.
30 for 30 Carter. And
that's yeah.
And that was a good that was a good 30 for 30 that I think a lot of people probably slept on. But basically it's just like y'all can be good. Y'all can do everything right. And if y'all and y'all beat, people gonna be like, hold up, something wrong. They'll pick that little, they'll find that T that wasn't crossed and that I that wasn't dotted. And it's like, oh, yeah, see, they cheated. They don't belong there. Jackie Robinson League. They'll what I'm saying?
You know what? Shout out to Big Stan and his son winning with River Ridge. I get that at all, but I hate winning. But at the same time, them brothers from Chicago, they act like they was playing on the north side of town. They getting all these brothers from the south side, and they have to know his address is not correct because they beat y'all, and that's why y'all gonna make them all this. I mean, them dudes put a championship, U.S. championship, you just took it away just like that because they beat you.
They have no shame. They have no shame. They will take a championship away from 11, 12-year-olds after they've been winning for umpteen years, but let 11 or 12-year-olds, and they will still, everybody birth certificate checked out. You know what I'm saying? The address, the kid, it was obviously like the kid had moved for some kind of educational purposes or something.
Right.
It was a BS whatever call, but they willing to go there. They are willing to go there. Just kind of face it. With it all said and done, they don't want us to have anything.
No.
Not even like, they won one time. Oh, that's,
they didn't win the U.S. championship, but they still took it away from them. Not the whole thing. The U.S. championship, they let them have a parade in Chicago, and they took it all away from them because of an address. Yeah. And it wasn't an address where they were staying on your side of town. They staying on the black side of town in just in another black suburb, and you just like, nope, that ain't right. Nope. They wouldn't have been on your team anyway.
But at the end of the day, you just have to, like, as an adult, you step back and be like, look, these are 11, 12-year-olds.
Right.
That would be so bad if we took that championship away from them. Like maybe we just step back and just be like, it was 9 kids on their side and 9 kids on our side, and they played each other, and we lost. We didn't win. Right. We want them to suck up about slavery and stuff like that. Maybe we can just suck this up about a bad address.
Right.
I mean, we always tell them get over slavery and Jim Crow and hangings and stuff. Maybe we should just get over this bad address for once in a while. We can do that too. We can get over stuff. We can show the world we can get over stuff like a bad address. So yeah, but doesn't happen. So
no,
so I like the idea, but I think a whole lot of stuff has to be done before you start telling athletes to start going to HBCU. A lot of stuff that needs to be done politically and financially that you can do as a sportscaster because you have a platform. You can do political stuff, and you do a lot of stuff politically. But just know that some of that has to go through before you like change a whole culture and tell like kids to go to HBCUs. It's a process.
Right.
So, I guess the next topic would be there has been very interesting topic. I know it's kind of sports and stuff, but sports is part of American life. It's every day, especially football season, and watching a terrible game on Thursday night. Carolina Panthers, playing weenie power with Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. So
I want to give a shout out though to Tampa Bay's coach. Because that is what we need, America. If we want to bridge these two Americas, we need more of. I'm drawing a blank on Tampa Bay coach's name, the one who used to coach in Arizona. But we need more of that. We need more
Bruce Arians.
We need more Bruce Arians. That's how we bridge the gap here in America. You want to talk about how do we heal all of these race and racism and all this racial divide? We need more Bruce Arians. Where you say, hey, I'm gonna give me a black defense coordinator and a black offensive coordinator. So it's like, hey, I don't know if you think that black man can't do nothing with offensive schemes in football. I would bring him to the table too. It's like, that's what we need, I was like, all right. But
it is sort of like kind of crazy because Bruce Arians came out of retirement because he liked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like what they were doing. Like, he's like, I'm retired. I got a bad heart, but I'm coming back. Ruin my heart some more to coach the team.
Give me a heart attack.
Unfortunately, he came back to the team with Jameis Winston as a quarterback. So like, damn, I should have stayed retired for all this.
Damn. Don't give me another stick, Jameis. I don't need it.
I'm going straight cabbage next. That's coronary artery bypass grafting. Cabbage is just abbreviation.
There it is.
So, I mean, it's really looking at this game. Tampa Bay their defense has a lot of potential, a lot. Their defense can do some things, but James is just the weakest link right now. I'm just sorry, James. I don't know what you got to do, brother. I mean,
bring him to Dallas.
Is it? Huh?
Bring him to Dallas. I tell you that.
Y'all want James down? Yeah. Oh, okay. We got a spot for James.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want Dak. Y'all still ain't give Dak that contract yet. Well, it ain't really y'all fault. Y'all did give Dak a contract. He just say
more money.
He's saying he's worth more than that.
Oh, that's why we Amos in the paint. We get hey Amari.
Everybody looking at Dak like, really?
Yeah.
You worth more than what we're offering. Okay, somebody's got high self-esteem today.
Right.
All right. Well, we're dealing with a high self-esteem person.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's interesting.
I need you to call this bluff.
Yeah, it didn't help with that first week performance.
I know that's week one. I'm a Cowboys fan. I tell you that. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I am not a Rain Dakota Prescott fan. I am not. No.
Rain Dakota. Man, I can't believe this guy's from like 40 minutes where I'm from. But whatever. But shout out Rain. You know, you gonna get your contract. Dallas for life. Hook 'em horns. Okay. Okay. Last topic for the night. I was talking about there's been a law in California that's passed that they're permitting, well, it hasn't passed, I think the governor has to sign off on it, where the state of California is allowing players to take endorsements so they can get endorsement money, which is, to me, the fairest thing out there. If NCAA doesn't want to pay players, well then, if it's their name and they make plays and they play, they should be able to make money off what they do. Or if somebody wants to give them money, let them give them money.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you know, I did, like, while I was going through my 30 for 30s, I was like, oh, Carter, good. You know, what's up with this Pony Express? Let me go through this again.
Oh, that's not
okay. The NCAA may have a point. It can get ridiculous. Yes. It can get very ridiculous. It is. Yes. It's a very, and in a way, I believe it. And the Pony Express, you know, the SMU scandal. Basically, for people who don't know, who haven't seen 30 for 30, SMU is a college team back in like the early 80s, whatever. They took all kinds of booster money. They took cars, and this is when stuff was just like everybody looked past it. There were no rules at this time. This was a time where there was no rules.
Oh yeah,
nobody cared. No. And you know, people like Eric Dickerson, and Dickerson, he's a Hall of Fame running back. Like, yeah, I had me go Trans Am wait for me. You know, I'm up there spinning and stuff. Like, you know, dude came to my house, you know, said, dropped like $50,000 in front of my grandma, and my grandma looked at me, and I was just like, that's it? Yes.
Dang. Yes.
That's it? Excuse me?
Right.
And more than that, he was just coming out of high school. He wasn't even in college.
Oh.
He was just coming out of high school. $50,000, like.
Yes.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
Got to come up there, buddy. You kind of small balling.
Yeah. I agree with this bill passing. I mean, I get it that, you know, the NCAA try to do this whole thing about a level playing field, but that's not how life works. You know, somebody making money, you know, they get to keep, you know, they want to make money and more money or something in real estate or something. They do that. They get the money. So if you're a big time player, you know, why you should get some kind of endorsement money. You want to get some, I mean, you out there naked, you doing the plays, you know, New Balance or Puma want to pay you, you know, get that check. I'm saying, and the other thing that I think is of importance that will only boost the Pac-12 is that it's in the California region. So because it's Pac-12, so that maybe more recruits will go out to California like, hey, you know what, instead of this HBCU, I'm gonna go out here and get this Pac-12. You know, they gonna try to.
But you know what the NCAA said? Like, if that bill passes, then it's gonna kick all 58 colleges in California out the NCAA.
Oh.
Like, yeah, that's great. Y'all not playing here.
Right.
Rose Bowl. What Rose Bowl? Not for y'all. Yeah, dude. I think when NCAA did that, they were probably like, yeah, we're gonna need that bill back, the paper.
Right.
Yeah, for 1 second. We just yeah, okay, thank you. Y'all ain't getting nothing. I don't know what our problem is. Y'all need to go out there and play football and get this free education. Because y'all ain't getting no money. Cut it. Cut it.
You got to cut it.
Cut it. Y'all ain't getting no money.
Genesis one more time. Cut it.
Dang, I think, because they got to do it, they got to even out the playing field, so everybody has to do it.
Yeah.
But, I think it probably get more ridiculous than the NFL. Like, I think college players be like, shoot, I made more money playing college than the NFL.
Yeah. That's real.
It can be real ridiculous. It's still a tricky, slippery slope. Yeah. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
How's that Democratic debate today?
Also because Beto is representing, and I know I say it. I take it was black girl magic on black girl magic, but that black girl, the black moderator asked Kamala Harris about her previous time as a prosecutor and how you talking about that you trying to change everything that's going on. You talk about her flip-flopping on marijuana. Ooh, she caught Kamala up a little bit. Just a quick summary is it's basically like the triumvirate of Biden, Warren, and Sanders. They basically not beefing with each other. And then the other one's trying to slide in. Julie Castro way on the end. He can't get in. And Klobuchar, she trying. But you know what? My man Beto came strong today. He in Texas, so he feel. And that was my other question is, they at Texas Southern at an HBCU. Where the hell Texas Southern getting all this money to have an auditorium that look like that to house a debate? I'm just saying, they supposed to be in the third ward. They in the hood, right? I'm just saying. How is that possible?
Things have been changing in Houston. They've been spreading the wealth in Houston, and I mean, just in that kind of metroplex, like Texas Southern programs has gotten like a whole lot better because it's just a lot of people in there, and a lot of people like, why would I leave Houston when I could just go somewhere like Texas Southern University? I think University of Houston is getting a medical school, so it's getting pretty off the chain in Texas. Well, Houston area.
Yeah. Okay, because I remember like University of Houston and Texas Southern, they were Houston. Close.
Nobody want me in Houston.
Yeah.
I could be in Houston.
Hello.
Nobody want me. It's all good. Houston it can't be that good if it ain't got me.
Hello.
Hello. I guess only thing accepting is Atlanta. And we full.
Right. Traffic on.
It's full in Houston too.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, got any more topics? Hey, how did Tulsi do?
She wasn't even there.
Damn.
Yeah, they just got 10 people. So it was Tulsi didn't make the cut. But Yang made the cut though. Yang and Pete Buttigieg and who else on there? Beto and Kamala and when are we gonna get rid of Cory Booker? He has to go. All of this 24, 2028. That brother is not. No, he's not.
He's not there because he's there for decorations.
There it is. But that little extra ornament you put on the Christmas tree that that you shouldn't be putting on there, but you just like
it's the baby's ornament and you got to hang it.
Right.
I don't care. I mean, yes, it looks like a banana and with two cherries at the bottom, but hey, that's the baby did that from his heart. And the baby ornament gotta go on the tree. So there it is.
If you make another hood reference, I'm like, stop. You stop. Stop. The worst.
Yeah. I believed in Cory. I was like, Cory, you can knock this out the park. But that first debate when he tried to do that Spanish, I was like,
And that's the other thing in this debate. Everybody, like, O'Rourke, Pete Buttigieg tried to drop some Spanish. Julian, well, I guess he could drop it. But I mean, everybody just dropping all this Spanish. I'm like, hey, I speak English.
It's just hard to watch because, you know, every second is ticking toward Trump getting the second term.
And then
what did Biden do? Biden said he was in like Iowa, and he said he was in Boston or something.
That's Castro caught him on. You just said it 2 minutes ago. I'm like, you just said that. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. You just said it too. He's like, I was like, oh, why do we need all this backbiting in the Democratic Party? Oh, we're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. This is gonna be 4 more years.
I mean, the Democratic Party is just it's too kumbaya. It's too kumbaya. It's like you're not even facing that no more. You can't be kumbaya. And then whoever, and the people who aren't kumbaya are the crazy people that everybody's crazy that too scared to put in that position. Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren.
Yes.
Like you put them out there, like everybody just gonna go rushing to the right. Communist. They communist.
Yes. The same people you see at the PTA meeting, they be, oh no, I don't see right. As soon as they get that phone booth.
Trump.
Because you're a white woman and you voted for him. You think I'm stupid? What do you mean? And then go ahead and dare to ask me. We got to get some more minorities out there to vote. No. I mean, what anyway, I know it's gonna take to make a change. No. Hello.
And I swear to God, if somebody black up there say the problem is that the black people just don't go out and vote, I will kill you. I will kill you.
Right.
I will kill you if any. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna be very mad. I'm
gonna pinch you.
I'm a
pinch you.
Be mad.
Yeah.
Be mad.
Right.
You stop saying that.
Yes.
All right. So, hey, another episode of Boys in the Office. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. Like our Facebook page. Check us out on boysintheoffice.com. Is that still well, all right. Okay. It'll be up, it's just a hit and miss type deal, or y'all can always donate, send us some GoFundMe money. keep it going. Like our page, check us out on Facebook, IG. We'll be back for another episode in the near future, so y'all be careful out there and hang tight. Boys in Office, peace.